Orisha Iku, the personification of death and the guardian of transition. Iku is the Orisha embodying death, representing the inevitable transition between life and the ancestral realm. Far from a force of destruction, Iku governs the cycles of life and the natural order, ensuring that death is a continuation rather than an end. Orisha Iku, the force of death and transition, governs the cycle of life, ensuring that all things come to their natural end so that new beginnings may emerge. He is not a malevolent force but a necessary one, maintaining balance between the physical and spiritual realms. Iku reminds us that nothing lasts forever, and that embracing the inevitability of change is essential for growth. His presence in the 16 Odu Meji reveals his role as the gatekeeper of transformation, the enforcer of destiny, and the one who teaches that death is not the end, but a passage to a new state of existence. Iku reveals themes of transformation, renewal, endings, and the importance of honoring life's transitions. Ineji Agba Iku manifests as the final transition of all living beings, reminding us that even the greatest kings and warriors must return to the ancestors. He teaches that legacy is the only true form of immortality, and that what we leave behind defines us. In Oyeku Meji he governs the deep mysteries of the afterlife, showing that death is not a curse but a return to one's source. Here he teaches that fear of death is useless. What matters is living with purpose so that when the time comes, one is ready to transition peacefully. Iwari Meji highlights his role as the guide between realms, revealing that he is the bridge through which souls pass to join the ancestors. He teaches that spiritual preparation ensures a smooth journey into the next life. In Odi Meji Iku governs the restrictions of time, showing that life is finite and should not be wasted. He teaches that procrastination and negligence lead to regrets, for no one knows when their time will come. Irison Meji reveals his connection to ancestral veneration, ensuring that those who honor the dead will receive their blessings. Here, he teaches that the past is alive within us and that wisdom from those who came before us can guide our future. Onran Meji portrays him as the unexpected force of change, reminding us that death often comes suddenly and one must always be prepared. He warns against arrogance, for no one is exempt from destiny. In Obara Meji Iku appears as the enforcer of justice, ensuring that those who live dishonorably will face their reckoning. He teaches that righteousness protects one's soul, while corruption leads to a troubled transition. Okonran Meji presents him as the force that removes what is no longer needed, whether it be people, ideas, or structures. He teaches that endings are necessary for new growth, and that clinging to what is dead only brings suffering. Ogunda Meji highlights his role as a warrior, revealing that even death fights to maintain balance. He teaches that destruction and creation are two sides of the same force. In Osa Meji he governs divine revelations, showing that knowledge of death's mysteries brings power, not fear. He teaches that understanding one's mortality leads to a more meaningful life. Ika Meji emphasizes his role in spiritual cleansing, revealing that certain deaths are not punishments but releases from suffering. He teaches that sometimes the end of something is a blessing in disguise. Oturupan Meji portrays him as the protector of sacred laws, ensuring that oaths and pacts are honored, for breaking them invites untimely death. He teaches that those who respect divine order will always find peace. In Otura Meji Iku governs the cycle of rebirth, reminding us that nothing truly disappears, everything is transformed. He teaches that the soul continues beyond the grave and that death is simply a change of form. Irate Meji reveals him as the guardian of the ancestral realm, ensuring that spirits find their proper place. Oze Meji connects him to the rituals of passage, showing that proper burial and rites ensure the soul's smooth transition and protect the living from spiritual disturbances. Finally, in Ofun Meji Iku represents the final judgment, where all actions are accounted for, and each soul meets its destiny. He teaches that those who have lived honorably will find rest, while those who have acted unjustly must answer for their deeds. Across all 16 Odumeji, Iku teaches that death is not to be feared but understood, that life should be lived with purpose, and that all things must come to an end so that new beginnings can emerge. His lesson is clear. Those who live wisely, respect their ancestors, and embrace the cycles of existence will transition with honor and leave behind a lasting legacy. Odu Ogbe Meji, the initiator of change. In Odu Ogbe Meji, Iku symbolizes the transformations that accompany new beginnings. Myths recount Iku allowing a community to prosper by removing stagnant energies and making room for growth. This Odu teaches the Quorant to embrace change as a necessary part of life's evolution. Odu Oyeku Meji, the keeper of life cycles. In Odu Oyeku Meji, Iku governs the cycle of life and death, ensuring balance. Myths describe Iku escorting souls to the ancestral realm, preserving the harmony between worlds. This Odu emphasizes that death is not an end but a continuation of existence in a different form. Odu Iwari Meji, the illuminator of life's purpose. In Odu Iwari Meji, Iku reminds the Quorant of life's fragility and the importance of fulfilling one's purpose. Myths tell of Iku warning an individual to live with intention, inspiring them to make meaningful contributions. This Odu encourages the Quorant to value their time and align with their destiny. Odu Odi Meji, the protector of legacy. In Odu Odi Meji, Iku ensures the preservation of family and communal legacies. Myths recount Iku removing harmful influences that threatened a lineage, safeguarding its continuity. This Odu teaches the Quorant to honor their ancestors and contribute to their community's strength. Odu Irisan Meji, the guide to ancestral wisdom. In Odu Irisan Meji, Iku acts as a bridge to the ancestral realm, facilitating the flow of guidance and blessings. Myths describe rituals in which Iku allowed individuals to communicate with their ancestors for insight. This Odu emphasizes the importance of ancestral connection in navigating life's challenges. Odu Oonran Meji, the teacher of resilience. In Odu Oonran Meji, Iku teaches resilience in the face of loss. Myths recount how Iku helped a grieving family find strength by showing them the enduring presence of their loved ones in the ancestral realm. This Odu highlights the need to find hope and meaning even in difficult transitions. Odu Obara Meji, strength through transformation. In Odu Obara Meji, Iku represents the strength gained through transformative experiences. Myths tell of Iku guiding a community to rebuild after a natural disaster, turning adversity into growth. This Odu encourages the Quorant to view challenges as opportunities for renewal. Odu Okonran Meji, the arbiter of natural order. In Odu Okonran Meji, Iku enforces the natural order, ensuring balance in the cycles of life. Myths describe Iku correcting disruptions caused by human interference, restoring harmony. This Odu teaches the Quorant to align with nature's rhythms and respect its laws. Odu Ogunda Meji, the clearer of pathways. In Odu Ogunda Meji, Iku clears obstacles that hinder spiritual progression. Myths recount Iku removing harmful influences from a devotee's life, enabling them to move forward. This Odu emphasizes the importance of releasing what no longer serves to embrace new opportunities. Odu Osa Meji, justice through transformation. In Odu Osa Meji, Iku collaborates with other Orisha to restore balance and justice. Myths describe Iku intervening in a community where injustice disrupted harmony, bringing necessary change. This Odu highlights that transformation is often required to achieve fairness and peace. Odu Ika Meji, revealer of life's impermanence. In Odu Ika Meji, Iku reveals the impermanence of life, urging the Quorant to focus on what truly matters. Myths describe Iku reminding an individual of their finite time on Earth, inspiring them to prioritize their goals. This Odu encourages mindfulness and purposeful living. Odu Oturupan Meji, the reconciler of differences. In Odu Oturupan Meji, Iku reconciles disputes by reminding parties of their shared mortality and interdependence. Myths recount Iku mediating a conflict, using the inevitability of death to inspire unity. This Odu teaches that understanding and compassion are vital for resolving disagreements. Odu Otura Meji, the Guide to New Beginnings. In Odu Otura Meji, Iku leads the current toward renewal by facilitating the closure of old chapters. Myths describe Iku encouraging a family to let go of past grievances, allowing them to embrace new opportunities. This Odu emphasizes the power of closure in creating space for growth. Odu Ayurte Meji, Advocate for Legacy and Memory. In Odu Ayurte Meji, Iku emphasizes the importance of honoring and preserving one's legacy. Myths tell of Iku guiding a leader to establish lasting contributions to their community. This Odu teaches the current to act with long-term vision and consideration for future generations. Odu Oze Meji, the Harmonizer of Transitions. In Odu Oze Meji, Iku harmonizes the transitions between life stages, ensuring smooth passage. Myths tell of Iku guiding a king through a period of uncertainty, helping him find clarity and direction. This Odu emphasizes that transitions, when embraced, lead to growth and alignment with divine purpose. Odu Ofun Meji, the Eternal Guardian of Transition. In Odu Ofun Meji, Iku embodies the eternal presence guiding all transitions. Myths describe Iku as the unchanging force ensuring the continuity of life cycles. This Odu teaches the current to trust in divine order and embrace the transformations necessary for spiritual and material growth.